Hi, we are Lucid. I'm Amitabh, I'm the vocalist and bassist of the band.
I'm Siddharth, I'm the guitarist.
Hi, I'm Partha. I play the drums.
Our first performance was in Assam Engineering College. It was actually a friend of ours who wanted to sing very badly. He invited us and he had a drummer friend, so he called us up that let's play together for the show. We were, yeah, okay, no problem. So we sang a song and we played 2 covers and 2 originals, I think, at that show. We were really nervous because it was our first show we ever did. We got the first runner-up prize also. Actually, it went better than we expected. So later on, then that motivated us to keep on doing.
Every day we close our eyes, pretend to live in a fallen world. Every day we keep ourselves away from what might cause us pain.
We started in 2004. It was my brother Siddharth, me, and then drummer Satyam. We basically formed to participate in an engineering college festival at that time. Our drummer was then Tanmay Rai Chaudhary. So we played together for the next couple of years. We were the first band around here to follow the only original policy. Initially it wasn't very popular among the crowds, singing all originals, but later on people got to appreciate, and now almost all the bands here, they play all original sets.
Every time I try to fly, I always end up wasting time, barely getting by. It's alright. Listen to them old men say some things can never be done. Life's a little far too gray. It's alright.
When we were very young, we used to listen to a lot of classic rock and glam metal and all that. And then we had a phase where we used to listen to a lot of progressive metal. Then eventually, when we started writing songs and making more and more music, our music started taking a form, and we started being more comfortable with this genre that we finally stuck to, alternative metal and rock. So this is what our music is.
For the joy and glory, you will see, my friend, how it turns you around in every step.
It actually stayed like that through our first 2 albums, Carved and Engraved Edition. The genre-wise, it stayed pretty much the same with slight differences. But for our new album, we're taking slightly different approach. We are incorporating new elements within our genre and putting progressive elements into it and doing things that we weren't very keen on doing before. It's kind of an evolution for us as a band and for our music, and most importantly for us as musicians.
Set aside a goal for the brave to follow. Try to build a fortress with those who follow that goal. Maybe it's an answer.
We don't have any strict rule that we follow while songwriting. We always come up with music or sometimes good lyrics, and then we go on from there. A lot of our songs were based on a lot of social issues, like the song Maze. It was written about AIDS.
Why is it all my horizons are suddenly breaking and falling apart? Lost in the maze of confusion, denial, resentment to the table. Will they save me now?
The song ended, we know it was about global warming. And then there was a song called Does It Matter?
Does it make you feel happy? Does it make you feel all down? Does it make you a believer?
It was actually a sort of an inspirational song. Painstaking obsession, it was related to drug use, how it affects your life, and the path that it leads you to.
Is this the pain that cuts through my head inside and flows through my veins? I can't take it anymore.
After we released Painstaking Obsession, this guy, Ruben Isaac, who used to study in Surrey University, UK, contacted us, and he really liked the song, and he asked us if we could make a video for that song. And we were really thrilled, so we gave him a go-ahead, and a few weeks later he did made a video. He came up with the story and the whole concept for the video based on the theme of the song. We were really happy that he made it for us.
Every fight away, this song is so growing and losing control. Before it takes me, I must find a way to end it all. Look at the sun and face the truth. Try not to close my eyes. Finally found the strength to leave it all.
We started working for our second album. Actually, we have a song called The Tribe. We were writing this song, playing around, and then it turned out to be quite good. We hadn't planned for a second album, but after we finished writing that song, we got so excited to release it that we think it's best if we start working on our second album now, and we can release this song as the first single and with our second album.
I've fallen down to unfold the unknown to us. They exist for them, we can't. It's all in place, yet so distant. Centuries have passed, time left them behind.
This song, it's quite different from our first album. It's less angrier, and the lyrics are based mostly on personal things, about life. Mostly personal experiences and personal point of view, and not much on social issues as it did on our first album. So from that end, we got some really great reviews for this album, even from a few magazines from UK and outside of India. RSJ voted this album as the top 3 album of 2010. For our second album, Engraved Invitation, we've actually associated with ArtistAloud.com for digital release. So it's now available on their website and for mobile as well. This song is actually the theme song for the second International Guwahati Short Film Festival. Our friend Pritish Chakrabarti, who is associated with this festival, so he approached us and invited us if we'd like to write the theme song for this song, and we were really thrilled at the opportunity. So we came up with this song, Changes Our Soul.
Production has a product called Guwahati International Short Film Festival. The main motive is to promote filmmakers, to provide a platform to all the amateur and short filmmakers from Northeast. So this year our theme was breaking myth. So I need someone popular to make that the theme song for us. So since Lucid is one of the famous most popular metal bands from Northeast, and they are sustaining for it's more than 8-7 years now. So I approached Siddharth and Amitav, so I said, will you be able to make that song for me based on the theme of breaking it? So they said, okay.
decide to go, for the brave to follow. Try to build a fortress with those who follow that goal. Maybe it's an answer, maybe it's the truth.
And now the crowd even knows most of our songs, so it's really nice to play in our own city. And particularly this show called Fireball 2, we wrote the theme song for that show. So while we sang that song, everyone in the crowd was holding candles, so it looked very beautiful, and it was one of the most memorable moments for us on stage.
There are ways you could say to surrender your soul for a higher gain. It's a place for the brave at the heart, those who fight for our land, those who keep it safe.
Our first big show, outstation gig was TGIRF in 2008. We played in Shillong with 3 of the big metal acts at that time, Undying Ink, Bhayanak Moth and Scribe. We were quite nervous, and the show went, for us it wasn't one of our best shows, but it was a good memory. And he was stiff throughout, like a robot. But we had fun, good times.
We come for a purpose, but why we live is because of this. This world may be lost, but what makes it better is someone see.
Currently we are working on our 3rd album. We have already released 2 new songs, Wireless Junkies and Changes Our Soul, and there will be around 8 or 9 more songs.
For the first 2 albums, it was more like we used to write songs at our home, then record them, and afterwards we used to jam those songs. It was always that was, but now we're doing things the other way around. We want to jam the song first, see how comfortable we are, how we can make it sound more, give a more live feel, what we can do up to full capacities. That way it's going to be quite different from our early album, and we're doing live drums this time. What ArtistAloud is doing for the independent scene is, I think, really amazing, especially with these kind of innovative shows, like Thank God It's Rock on Friday. It's really helping independent bands like us to reach out to a wider audience and tell our stories and let them get to know us better and our music, and probably encourage them to listen to more independent music, the greater population of our country. They have this creative freedom for the artist, where the artist is free to express their music in the way they are comfortable with, without any interference, and ArtistAloud helps them take their music to the greater audience. So I think this is a really magnificent thing to do.